everybody. This is Tracy Williams again with another training. I've gotten a lot of people who ask me, what's the difference between a template and a theme? Well, a theme is more back-ending programming. In other words, you have to know PHP scripting, you have to know a lot of knowledge about the WordPress interface because you're going to be going into the actual back-end scripting to actually create the theme. A template is a little bit easier. Actually, it's a million times easier because it's just strict CSS HTML. And basically, you could get a book at Barnes and Noble about CSS HTML, and you basically could design your website using WordPress, and you would be fine if you use the right um, theme. I use like a skeleton theme from a different place, but I'll talk about that in another video. And I use Site Origin as the page builder. But anyway, here's Hashley Construction. And when you go down, that's what it looks like. And then when you go to the actual page, this is just a JPEG. When you go to the actual page, this is the HTML. And you can see the rollover actions. You see the blue line out the little CSS scripting. Anything you see, you can make with CSS. We have that little red little section here. We have the page. You go to different sections of the page and up. And then you have different pages. We have the residential page. And what's really great about using a template is you use the same H1, H2, H3 tags. And because you have the CSS already put together, the page, is going to look like that on other pages. And so we changed the header here. We added a different image on this section with the background still there. And with Site Origin, you're able to do clones on certain sections so that you can fill out the page without having to do everything from scratch. The residential page, this is a commercial. And you notice it has a different background. We changed the image on this side. Same background here because we did a clone. And when you roll down, you see that it has, these are flex boxes and different categories for the user. And because we're using flex boxes, wonderful thing about it is you can actually scroll down and you can see the change in it. So flex boxes are very powerful for that reason. And then we have the property management page using the same H1, H2, H3 tags. When you go down to section 2, we did a little change in where the location of this image is, property management, and then we have another flex box scenario here. So you can see, and then when you go down, you're actually using the same clone from the home page. So things like that with templates make things a million times easier, and you can have a lot of flexibility, whereas a theme you really need to know, be a back-end programmer and be really aware of how the back-end with WordPress works. Anyway, have a good day. Hope you guys do. I will. Bye-bye.